Morning students. Yesterday we have started that the type of synthetic fibers. We had discussed about the properties of fibers. All the fibers if we are talking about the synthetic fibers, these are made up of this polymerization. Okay, these are our polymers. So we had discussed about this rayon or artificial silk, its uses, and then nylon and its uses. Today we are going to discuss about the next type of the polymer of or artificial fiber, that is the polyester. It is very common and very important in our daily life. So it is formed by the polymerization of esters. It is formed by the polymerization of esters. Esters are what? Esters are the compound formed when an organic alcohol, is react with meet with organic acid such as acetic acid or phthalic acid. When these react, this alcohol or this acid will react, they will form this ester. These esters have fruity smells, and these ester molecule can be polymerized to form polyesters. These are polymerized to form polyester, and these polyesters can be drawn into very fine filaments so as to form artificial fiber. Okay, so there are number of varieties of esters, that is depending upon alcohol and organic acid. Like the first ester is terylene or terine or decaron. It is obtained by the polymerization of phthalic acid and ethene glycol. It is an alcohol and it is an acid, and this is formed this ester, and due by this polymerization it forms this terylene. So there are some uses of this terylene. It is making fibers of shirts, trousers, saris and dress materials, terracotta, polywool. Okay, it is used for making sails for sailing boats, and it is used for making firehouses and conveyor belts. You can see this conveyor belt, it is made up of this terylene. Okay, next type of fiber is the polythene tetraphthalate, or it is also known as PET. Is very important because we have seen this PET bottles, water bottles, or this soft drink bottles that you see. It is the PET bottle. It is prepared by the polymerization of ethene tetraphthalate. That's why it is called this polythene tetraphthalate. Okay, it is largely used for making synthetic cloths. These cloths have permanent crease and also easy to wash. It is used for making containers of packaging of food and soft drinks, like this in the PET bottles. Okay, soft drinks, oils and other food articles that are sold in this PET bottles. And it is also used for magnetic tapes used in the audio cassettes and recorders of video cassette recorders. Okay, so these are the use of this polythene tetraphthalate. Next is that is acrylic fiber. It is also very important because the different woolen cloths or the quilts or blankets that we use, it is made up of this acrylic fiber. Actually it is the substitute of the wool. Okay, the acrylic fiber is obtained by the polymerization of molecules, that is called this acrylonitrite. Okay, these fibers are very light and soft like wools, and they are resistant to withering, means they do not corrode easily or quickly. So these are used for making yarns, hand knitted sweaters, making blanket, shawls, which are very light and warm as wool. So it is the substitute of wool. Okay, the next is that is Corosil. It is traded in the name of this polymer of vinyl chloride. Okay, and it is used as, so since it is waterproof and airproof, so it is used for coating fabric of silk, rayon or cotton to make them waterproof, means it is used for making this waterproof cloths. Waterproof fabrics so obtained can be used in rainy days as bathroom curtains. Okay, so these are the different types of the synthetic fibers. So there are certain advantages of the synthetic fibers, like they are very high luster and do not become yellow with age. They do not shrink on washing. It is also very great important. They do not shrink on washing like the natural fibers. So it is advantage of this fibers over natural fiber. They need very little or no ironing. They last longer as compared to natural fibers because these are strong. They are easy to clean and dry quickly, and they are less expensive than the natural fibers. So these are importance of these synthetic fibers over the natural fibers. But along with that, they have certain disadvantages. The first is they melt and catch fire easily. Okay, so that's why these are not good for making usable in the kitchens. Unlike natural fibers, they do not absorb sweat. That's why these are not usable in the summers or rainy season. Third is they get electrically charged. That's why they are not, because they are harmful for skin and cause skin problems in some person. And one of the great disadvantage of these fibers are that they are not biodegradable and hence cause lot of pollution. So this is all about the synthetic fibers, their advantage and disadvantage and their uses. Okay, in the next class we will discuss about the characteristics of the synthetic plastics. Okay, till then, goodbye.